Once upon a time, there was a man who held a door open for a woman, and she loved it. Now, this ultimately led to them spending time together on multiple occasions, in fact. And one of these times that they had spent together, he had invited her to the gym. And you see, he has this routine where after a workout, he goes into the hot tub at the gym. And he invited her and said, "Meet me there at around 8:45. If you feel like coming, that's where I'll be." And this woman, she just decided to say yes. And she felt really good about this yes and was excited about it. And there are two things specifically that went down in the hot tub that are prime examples of healthy, solid, strong masculinity. Also ending with a very solid and amazing form of masculine containment. And the reason why masculine containment is so important is it's the thing that allows a woman to feel safe and protected in the presence of a man. It's when he is providing masculine containment. So as they're just hanging out in the hot tub, there was a moment when he said to her, "Give me your foot." And he didn't say, "Can I have your foot?" He didn't say, "Would you like a foot massage?" No. He was just very assertive and stepped right into masculine guidance and leadership. And this allowed her, this woman, to not have to make a decision or a choice. She didn't even have to make a decision or a choice. What a beautiful thing. And since he said it with such assertiveness, such confidence, she willingly wanted to surrender to his command, which was, "Give me your foot," in which she proceeded to give him her foot, and she received a wonderful foot massage as they just had an amazing and lovely conversation that happened to involve important and vulnerable things that they had been experiencing during that chapter of their life. So there involves some vulnerability, some courage, some confidence, some leadership, some surrender, the masculine-feminine dance happening. And they stayed in the gym until it closed. But an interesting thing happened. So as they got out of the hot tub, and he was about to go to the men's locker room, she couldn't go to the women's locker room because it was closed down for maintenance for over a week, and she had entered through a side entrance outside, which was now locked by maintenance, and she was stuck in the hot tub room at the gym. She certainly couldn't waltz through the men's locker room. That door was open, but she wasn't about to do that. And this is where the masculine containment comes in. He looked right at her and then pointed to a chair and said, "It's your job to just sit in that chair and relax. Just sit in that chair and relax. I'm going to figure this out for you." In which he proceeded to tell her his plan. Very important. He said, "I'm just going to go to the locker room, get changed, and then figure out how to get you out of here. And it's your job to just sit here and relax." Ooh, she liked that. He took control. He saw a problem that needed to be solved, and he took complete charge of it. He told her what to do. "Sit and relax. I have this taken care of for you." He told her his plan, which gave her more assurance. And she felt so safe and protected in that moment. She was being looked after. And she wasn't used to this. She wasn't used to this experience, and it really struck her and stood out to her. Sure, she could have done something else to say, oh, I'll try to figure it out while you're gone, or I'm sure there's another way, let me see if I can help. She didn't do that at all. It felt so amazing to her to just be in full, willing surrender to his command. She embodied her feminine essence, being in full surrender to the solid, strong leadership and masculinity that was being presented to her. He gave a command. She wanted full surrender to the command. Because being in full surrender was her best option available. And it felt fantastic. It felt fantastic. But then something happened. Something happened that ate away at her inside. While he was in the locker room, she noticed another door that she didn't know about before. And that was an entrance to the gym that anyone could go in and out of, and it was not locked. Now, all of a sudden, she has a decision to make. She did not like this. She did not like that she had to make a decision. She wished there was no other way for her to leave that hot tub room in the moment. She had been given a task that felt so amazing to surrender into. Almost as though a miniature version of being a damsel in distress, being rescued by the hero, by the masculine hero. Ooh, and that felt good. That felt really good. So she did not love the option that she became aware of, that she could just get up out of that chair and leave, and then be into the rest of the gym and go to her locker room. So, does she sit and obey the command and be in full surrender? Or does she get up and just go out the other door? She, as much as she didn't like this option, she did get up and leave. And the reason why is because it didn't feel good to her to pretend to be incompetent and just wait to be rescued just because she could be. A solution got presented to her. She noticed a door, and she thought to herself, well, this would be silly for me to just sit here, even though I just would love the feeling of him just coming and getting me. So in her torn decision, she did decide to get up, walk out the door, and then she met him in the other part of the gym by the exit doors to go outside. So I'm curious what lessons you've learned here. What lessons have you learned here? And I will point out that a different version of this woman wouldn't have felt content to just sit idly and do nothing while someone else does all the work. And she now realizes that it feels very amazing for the masculine force to be the problem solver, to fix things, to provide, to protect. That is a role and a task that the healthy masculine energy must embody in order to have satisfaction. There's a sense of purpose given to the masculine energy when he gets to show up that way. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, when the feminine gets to be in the full surrender, she feels so safe and protected and taken care of. And that makes her feel incredible. This is an example of masculine containment and feminine surrender. And the more we polarize that in either direction, the stronger the attraction is. The stronger the attraction is. So my question to you is, where can you create more polarity in your romantic dynamics? Where can you create more polarity in your romantic dynamics? Because ultimately, by the laws of neuropsychology, it will create a stronger attraction. And that's what we call magnetic attraction. You're gonna want to learn more about this. Click the link below. Join my free school tribe.